Scanning, synchronizing, stabilizing. Engaged.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. This is a gracious, thankful Thursdays, thoughtful Thursdays, triumphant Thursdays, however you want to phrase it. Listen, it belongs to you. This is your day. This is your time. This is your very moment that you're giving yourself the audacity and the authority to take control of your life. You cannot allow nothing outside of you to make your mood. You have to do that. You've been given that gracious and that grace to take care of yourself and your family. Listen, good morning. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm so happy to see my little bitty eyes. I'm so happy to see everybody. Listen, I've been fortunate enough to have breath this morning, to have life, and I'm so thankful about that. And, I want you guys to know that you're loved and you are appreciated. You are loved and you are appreciated. Don't let anybody make you feel any different than that, because this is your day, this is your time, this is your season, and this is your moment to prove to yourself and to the world that you have a purpose, that you have a dream, and you are going to fulfill it. Don't let nothing or nobody actually stop or get in the way of that. You've been giving a piece of God. You've been given a piece of himself, portions of himself in this body to really get the program going. And you owe it to yourself. Your future self is counting on you today to make the right decisions. If you don't like what's going on in your life right now, it's your choice. It is your duty to make the right choices today to have a better life for tomorrow. And so this is what Case Couch is all about. Interviewing great people, to talk to them, share with them their stories, their conversations, just so you'll know that you're not in this by yourself. And so, on Thursdays, we have the awesome, amazing Dr. LaTronica Fisher from Road to Wellness here today with us to share some nuggets and conversations about how to make sure that your life, which is your health, and your health is your life, to make sure that your life is not cut short prematurely because of some of the things that we're doing, including myself. I had to regulate myself, refine myself, my approach, my perspectives to food, my approach and perspectives to life, in order to make sure that, my life is not cut short prematurely. So we're going to be having her on here within the next couple of minutes. So I'm definitely excited that she's here. I'm definitely excited to be awake this morning. I'm definitely excited to have breath in my life this morning. I got breath in my lungs and I can breathe. I can see. I can walk. I can transfer myself from one room to the next without any type of assistance. And so if you can do that, should be thankful. I'm going to tell you, you should be. You should be. It's not really, it's not up to me to make sure that you do that. But if I were you, because there's so many people that can't, if I were you, appreciate the breath you have. If I were you, appreciate the ability to see. If I was you, I would actually appreciate the fact that I can get up out of my own bed and no one has to help me. If I were you, I would appreciate the fact that I can eat on my own. If I were you, I would appreciate the fact that I can think and have cognitive thinking. I can comprehend. No one has to feed me. I don't have a tube in my body. I don't have a defibrillator in my heart. I don't have a pacemaker. I'm not taking a whole lot of medications because, of the certain things that's going on in my body. If you don't have to do any of that, I will behoove you to be thankful. I'm a life insurance broker. So I see a lot of people. I listen to a lot of conversations. I ask a lot of health questions. And do you know a laundry list of ailments, conditions, troubles, and issues with people? And I'm thankful that I don't deal with any of that. So listen, we're going to be talking to Dr. LaTronica today from Road to Wellness, and we're going to kick this off with the intro. And I want you guys to sit back. If you got questions, put it into the feed. and we look forward to answering them. We'll be here for a short minute talking, and then after that, take a look at the restream. But I want you to know that it's happening here on the couch today, Kay's Couch.
Throughout life, one may feel he or she hasn't been heard, seen, or no one is listening. However, look up. Don't fret. There is a place for you.
Processing.
Greetings.
Access granted.
Welcome to the couch. Kay's Couch.
It does not say whether you're bad or good, but it is a measurement.
Every single time you go to that bathroom and you got a stream of urine flowing out, you need to be saying, praise God.
Wow.
Because that's a sign that your kidney is getting better.
Like during that time when it was a fraction of a penny, and then you held it until today, you're a multi-millionaire.
Great. And as a result of this next conference, I am going to have a number of events following the conference.
Okay, I got you.
Nobody else. Willing to open the book.
To get this knowledge that you have, you gave up a lot of personal time with family.
It's less than $40 for both.
Wow.
And I have it in a variety of colors.
I take every moment as is. I've learned to be where my feet are.
Good morning, Doc. How you doing?
Great morning. I'm doing fabulous. How are you this morning?
Doing great. I am doing great. I can breathe. I can talk. I can move. I got energy.
That's what I say, right? Moving that energy through that body from head to toe. It makes a big difference first thing in the morning. I'm with you on that.
Absolutely.
I liked your intro about all the things we have to be appreciative of, because I've been in kind of a space with that with one of my my adopted sons, and so I've been trying to walk him through that appreciative process in terms of learning all the things that he has the ability to be appreciative of.
Absolutely. I love that. So with that being said, let's share with the people your mantra. I want to hear.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So in terms of my mantra, that's always a daily mantra, is that I'm always in praise mode, which we always have so many things and so many reasons that we have the ability to to praise God. So I always say praise God, praise God, praise God. So, and if you don't know what you have to praise God for, if you can open your mouth and say praise God. If you have air and breath in your body, that is an opportunity to praise God. And like you said, the ability to walk, and no tubes in your body, and you can smile and you can do for yourself, praise God. I'm always appreciative, because guess what happens when you're appreciative? You connect with the mighty divine, and guess what he does? He sends you more things and more reasons to be appreciative. Right?
Absolutely.
So we have to always be appreciative, because your mouth is really, really the essence of your life. And so that's the root. Okay. And then I'm always thankful, because when you're thankful, what else happens? Then he sends you more things, more reason, more people to be thankful for. So I'm always thankful. I'm always grateful. I'm always appreciative, and I'm always praising God. And so that's something that if we learn to do that, it will allow us to connect with the higher being of the universe and attract the things in life that we want. So I always tell people, when you don't have things in life that you want, it's because you have to begin to assess what you're putting out verbally.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I can appreciate that. I can definitely appreciate what you're saying, because you got to know that the very essence of your body and what's going on in your life is based on the heart of. I can truly appreciate. I want to talk to you. I want to talk today, and we're going to share just a little bit this morning, because I'm glad that you're here. And I want to share this morning. I want you to share with us this morning what is the importance? Because we're going to preach this. I'm going to preach this message. You're going to preach this message. I know message from now on until the day we can. What is the importance of having good health? Why should we consider having good health? And the second question would be, why should we pay attention to what we are doing with our foods? Good health, why should we have good health? And also the second thing is, why should we pay attention to what we're eating? Let's do it that way.
Awesome. That's a very good point. And I think it's an extremely pivotal question because it's life changing for us to understand the importance of have good health. People come into my office every day, and you see my hesitation because it's such an area I'm so passionate about.
Right.
Because what happens is all of us have experienced, witnessed someone who hasn't had the opportunity to have good health. They've lost their health, they're struggling, they have caretakers, they're overweight, there's issues with skin. The biggest one right now is mental health. Okay. The thing is, the mental health it's pretty much the top of the chain. Okay. And the reason I start there is because remember, this leads everything. The mind. The mind. And so the reason that's important and it ties to the food is because think about it, Carrie, if we put a lot of genetically modified foods in our bodies, if we put fried foods in our body, if we put processed foods in our body, if we put caffeinated drinks in our body, if we're using the microwaves to warm up our food or to cook in our food, right? If we open up our pantry and you see we got all this sugar in there, or we have all these white flowers in there, guess what you're doing? You're clogging up the arteries in your head.
Ooh, say it again.
You're clogging up the arteries in your head.
Wow.
So you become what? Lightheaded. You become anemic. You become forgetful. You don't remember things. You depressed. Like I hear people come here all the time. I'm like, you're depressed. Why are you depressed? The sun is out. It's beautiful outside. You work. You make money. I'm depressed. And when you ask them why they depressed, and they say, I don't know. If that is your answer, that I'm depressed and I don't know, then look at the food. If you are depressed and you don't even have a reason to be depressed, look at what you're eating. I suggest you go in the cabinet, open up the cabinet, get the trash can. Everything that has sugar in it, you start dumping it out. And that includes seasoning too, Carrie.
Ooh, you know,
that includes seasoning.
Come on, Doc.
Because all the seasonings got sugar and MSG salt in it too.
Wow.
It's those little things we ain't thinking about.
Wow.
Little things. All your seasons. And I'm finna start calling out some names. Some Lawry's, some Lawry's, and some Tony Chachere's. All them marinade sauces. Go look at them. Wow. Turn them around. And if you can't read them, this is what I do. If it's too little, I take my phone and I take a picture and I blow it up.
I've done that before.
Don't let them manipulate you and try to confuse you. And because you can't see it, you decide, oh, forget it. It'll be all right. No, it's not all right.
Wow.
It's not all right. You take it and you blow it up and you look at it. If it has sugar in there, cane sugar, salt, all this stuff, syrup, throw it away.
Wow. Okay.
Just that in itself, you will see your mental health turn around, and then you won't be depressed for no reason at all.
Wow.
See? Wow. So right now we're dealing with a lot of mental health, and you wonder why we wake up in the morning on the wrong side of the bed. We know we already got COVID going on, but guess what? With COVID on top of bad food, that's a recipe for a disaster.
Wow.
Right. And so that's why the mind is so powerful for us to make sure that we are feeding our mind the right things. Drink some green drinks. Look, see here, green drinks in the morning. Make sure you go
Wow.
for a walk in the morning, get some oxygen in the brain. Make sure you listen to something positive, affirmations in the morning. That's how you should start your mornings.
Wow. So I'm making a note here,
Mhm.
because I'm looking at how I'm gonna make sure I write this note down so that I don't lose it on what we feed ourselves. Okay, so based on what you're telling me, and the this country can actually make a huge profit off of this huge circle. Mental health can be caused not really by birth defects all the time, but about what you feed yourself. And then
Absolutely.
when you feed yourself certain things over time, then you become mentally distraught. And then from being
Exactly.
mentally distraught, you're going to see someone to help put you on medications for mental health. And then when you get these medications for mental health, then that cause another cause of other downtrodden scenarios and things to happen. So it all starts from what you feeding your body a lot of times, and that's really, really heavy.
That's, you know
And
what, Carrie, that's 90% of it, is that when
wow.
you do consume these foods that we're uneducated about. I was driving into work today, and I will tell you, every time I drive in, I'm always looking at, there's a Starbucks by me and there's a McDonald's. I'm always still in awe about the drive-through lines
Oh my
of
God.
people that are still lost. Like, people are still going through the drive-through lines of
Man,
McDonald's and Starbucks. And I'm not discrediting them now, and I'm not trying to cause any havoc on what people's habits are and what they do. But
I
I
get it.
caution you to really look at things that you're consuming that has sugar and that is processed. Okay, because sugar and processing together, guess what it does to us, Carrie? It
Tell me.
keeps us from elevating.
Okay, I get
It
you. I
keeps
believe that.
us it keeps us from elevating. That's why the percentage at the top, is it small or is it big?
It's small.
It's small. And you know
Mhm.
why, right? Because the masses is destroying their ability to grow and to increase and to become their best version with food.
Wow, man.
That's why they
Wow.
can't get to the top, because the goal is to suppress your ability to think.
Wow. Hey, I'm with it. I'm
So if you
definitely
don't
with it.
guard, so if you don't guard what's coming in your mouth, there's no way you can guard how far you go in life. And I know
Wow.
they have people who have elevated, and yes, they are, you have some that are overweight and have very poor diets, but I promise you, they won't get very far.
Wow.
And they won't
Wow.
be able, and they haven't had the ability to enjoy their wealth the way they really should be able to. My thing is when you get there, I want to be full of joy. I want to be happy. I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to eat well. I want to really, really boast and just have such an exuberant life when I begin to take on these different tasks and enjoy this different journey in life that will propel me to where I want to be. And that's why it's so important for us to understand the question that you ask about why is it important to have good health, because it allows you to stay on this planet and enjoy your family and your loved ones longer, and not have to depend on them to help you get to the doctor, help you go get your medications, bring you some food, take always ripping and running with you to the hospital. Who wants to live like that? You have a choice. You
Wow.
actually have
You
a
have a choice.
choice.
You have a
And the
choice.
choice is yours, but you have to break through that barrier that comes on social media, and that whole barrier that comes on the TV tube, with all these medication commercials, with all these new Waterburgers got a new burger, a new double meat patty. They got these new curly fries with this off the chain seasoning. You know what I'm saying? Now they got
Yep.
this strawberry and lime drink at Sonic. It's just all a tactic that we just draw into. So I always tell people there is a $1 trillion industry marketed against you to not thrive.
Wow.
But if you could be strong enough in your mind to say no, because you're not going to starve. It's so many different foods you can eat that are healthy. You're not going to starve. You just have to choose it. If I want more out of life, then I have to expect more of me and my body and what I put in my mouth. I have to expect more.
Wow. Listen, I hate I hate to even cut it out to do our sponsors, our sponsors. But listen, this conversation, I want people to understand that your life matters, but your life is your health, and your health is your life. We were pursuing the dream, the American dream or the worldwide dream, to be successful in our own right, to earn money, to be in a safety place and have a peace of mind. But if you're not really watching your dietary supplements, if you're not really positioning yourself to have to incorporate good eating, and really exercising, drinking water, and you're constantly succumbing to the processed foods, then the wealth that you earn, you're going to be spending it on trying to stay alive. And so what good is that? But listen, we'll be right back, and then we'll be wrapping up. We're going to actually get some very pertinent information from Dr. LaTronica on how you can connect with her. And she's going to tell you, a little bit of the process of how you can actually know more about your inner being once you become a part and a client of hers. So listen, we'll be right back. It's happening on the couch, Kay's Couch.
Dublin, Georgia. Let's get ready for a night of elegance.
You have a way with me like no one else. Yeah, you almost make me fall in love. If you keep this up, then I'll let you in. Oh, wanna get you closer to my body. Wanna feel your hands all over me. Gotta make them jealous, everybody. 'Cause you know we got it, chemistry. I get all around me. I get chemistry. I get you and me. You know we got it, chemistry. You make all my problems feel miles away. Nothing in this world made sense up till today. I can see the colors now, no black and white. If you keep this up, then I'll stay the night. 'Cause you have a way with me like no one else. Yeah, you.
The word lit has taken on a whole new meaning.
Warning.
This is not a drill.
Feel the energy at Lit Chat. We don't just like your post, we ignite your post. From the serious businessman, merchant, seller, socialite to the prolific entertainer, it's time now to show the world just how lit you are. www.litchat.com, your source for lit status, lit content, and conversation. Lit Chat, now your words have fire. Now on Droid and Apple.
Now, as being a holistic doctor, what are maybe one little trinket of information that you can give us on how to make sure that we stay connected to our health in the time of a pandemic?
We need to be drinking water and exercising.
Okay.
That's the best thing I can tell people if they don't want to do anything and they don't want to pay for anything. You must be exercising. It's not negotiable anymore.
Gotcha.
It's not negotiable anymore because exercising is what helps balance the hormones. It helps detox the body. It helps improve circulation. It's the best way to continue to build bones. It's the best way to help build your immune system. So that's the one token you can do to help improve your system while we're dealing with this virus. And you must drink water. And the water does not need to have sugar or additives. And water does not mean alcohol, juices, Kool-Aid. You know how growing up we used to have that red Kool-Aid.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Does not include any of that. It's just water.
the dawn of your time, no one could calculate the storms of life. One thing's for sure, you were built for it. You have one life. Drive hard and live free.
And we're back wrapping up K's Couch. And again, we have our sponsors today. I'm so happy to be here, so happy to be alive. Dr. LaTronica, again, thank you so much for always being available for us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have to be here for our community. We all add something to each other's life. And so this is just my area of expertise and gifting.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. So you've been very, 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 very passionate and very on target with the conversation today on the importance of health and also the things that we should pay attention to when we're eating. So now talk to us real quickly before we wrap up on how what you do in the process of how we start the process of connecting with you after we get the consultation. What are some of the things that you help us understand on how to better take care of our health?
So one of the things that we do here is we offer at Road to Wellness a loyalty wellness program. And what a loyalty wellness program is that you really can't afford not to be a part of a wellness program, no matter what, whether it's with me or whether it's with someone else. The world we live in today, Carrie, is very toxic. The world we live in, the food is very toxic. The world we live in, our jobs are very toxic and stressful. Even if you're entrepreneurs and you're working independently, we still have a lot of things that we're juggling, right? We wear so many different hats. We wear multiple hats. So we're talking about the stress that you deal with in your everyday life. Some of us have families. That's stressful. You know, some of us, like I said, we have jobs. That's stressful. The food is stressful. A lot of us use these, right? Not all of us, but a lot of us use these. And that was an understatement. We all, and some people have 2 and 3 of them that I know of.
Yeah, I'm guilty of
That
that.
is straight EMF, which is radiation. It's like going through a radiation machine or X-ray machine all day, every day when you are using these devices. So I say that to help you understand that being a part of a wellness program is a necessity. It's life-threatening. It's critical. Okay. There are things going on in your body that you actually don't know are going on because it hasn't actually boiled over yet. But do you really want to wait until it boils over before somebody says, oh, you're diabetic now, we need to put you on medicine. Oh, you have extremely high cholesterol, we need to put you on medicine. You have a high hypertension, we need to put you on medicine. Or even worse, you have cancer and it's stage 3 or stage 4, we need to do chemo or radiation. You really don't want to live in that lane. And so the program that I set up was a program to allow you to be able to maintain your health at an extremely affordable cost and know what's going on so problems don't unexpectedly show up. They don't unexpectedly show up. It just means we're so busy chasing the almighty dollar, chasing things in life that we want and we desire, that we forget in the midst of the chase that our health is tied to that. Okay. And so that's why it's extremely important that you understand and you know what's going on with your body along the journey. So you always want to take your health with you while you're on this journey to success, or while you're on this journey to becoming your best version of who you desire to be. So what we do is, because a lot of times people go to the doctor and the doctors will say they don't know what's going on, and you may have to be symptomatic, and sometimes they don't know because they don't test functional health. So what we do is we test functional health, and this is the device that we use to test functional health. What is functional health, Dr. Fisher? Functional health means that in most people's situation, when they are sick, it's caused by a parasite, which are, little worms that we get from, even if you say, I just eat salad. If you ever seen kale where they got them little ridges in there, little worms hide in there. And so if you chew one, you got a parasite. Okay. People not washing their hands, you pick up parasites. If you have animals, you have parasites. You see? So parasites, fungus, which comes from just the air you're breathing. Yesterday, I went got my my truck inspected, and the guy pulled out a cabin vent that I didn't even know a vehicle had a cabin vent. All these years I've been getting my truck inspected. The guy said, your cabin vent is filthy, which means you're breathing in all those toxins. Do you want me to change it? Absolutely. So my point in saying it is that sometimes we don't know what we're breathing
Don't even
in.
know what you're
We
breathing.
don't know. So you have to test yourself so that you can eliminate these things at all costs. Then there's also bacteria that we pick up that from just touching the surfaces. We walk through doors and buildings. You grab the handle, right? Somebody behind you just grabbed it. So you just picked up a bacteria. Somebody just walked by that sneezed and coughed. They long gone, but you walked through that whole mist. Now you just picked up that virus. Now in 3 days, now you sneezing and coughing, don't understand where it came from. So what I'm saying to you is you don't want problems to show up unexpectedly. But what this device does, you have the ability to test your body every single month in our loyalty program. We basically put your sample on here, which it would be basically some clippings of your fingernails, a little bit of hair from the neck up from the nape of the neck, as well as there's a Q-tip where you swab your mouth. You put all of that in a Ziploc bag that we provide. You send it to us. I put it on this little tester, and I scan your entire body from head to toe and tell you if there's something going on that you may not be aware that's brewing. Okay?
And it works.
And it works extremely well. And that's how we improve people's health. And that's the easiest way to do it, because I don't have to pick a probe on you or anything. So if someone is already having problems, I could basically go a little deeper. If someone says I have prostate problems, it's enlarged, I have thyroid problems, then what I do is do an even deeper dive into the thyroid or a deeper dive in the prostate. 90% of the time, the things that come up is usually always food related. Food allergies, MSG, plastics, these are little things we don't think about, right? We just don't think about them. So I'm saying that they can actually cause your health to decline, and they can rob you of your energy. So in our loyalty programs, we scan your body, we do a consultation on the phone, I tell you what's going on, then we customize a program to help get rid of those problems and those issues. Nobody wants to spend their life nowadays in the hospital. It's just not worth it. And we do take health savings card and flexible spending plans. Those are other options, as well as care credit if someone needs that option. Because unfortunately, traditional insurances do not pay for alternative medicine. But you know what? You have to that insurance is for catastrophic and for emergencies. When it comes to true wellness, you want it to be alternative wellness. That is for acute care. If your blood pressure is 200 over 100 and something, and we need to get it down quickly, absolutely, we're going to prescribe a medication. But that's short term. That's only supposed to be for short term. It's not something you stay on the rest of your life. So we can show you what alternative natural options are available for your blood pressure, your thyroid, your prostate, erectile dysfunction, mental health challenges, energy, blood concerns. We can show you how to resolve some of those challenges if you're willing to work with us and if you're teachable. You have to be teachable, and you must be trainable. Okay.
Wow.
That's the first component to change and to getting your health back 100%. You must be willing to listen and to be taught.
Listen, there's nothing no more that I can say. I want you guys to take a look at the QR code. If you're facing your computer, it's the top right. And with that QR code, you get a chance to go directly to Dr. LaTronica's website. And this is what you will see. Here, Dr. LaTronica, your loyalty program. You get a chance to scroll through this beautiful website and position yourself to get a little bit more education and to connect with Dr. LaTronica. Listen, let me go through how you can reach her. First of all, if you subscribe to our website, you'll get a chance to see some of the content that she will be bringing forth here in the near future that we have with she is a contributing writer. Number two, you can go to Facebook, LaTronica Fisher. You can also go to Instagram at Dr. Fisher R2W. You can also go to LinkedIn, Dr. Fisher Road to Wellness, and you can go to our website at drlatronicafisher.com. And get this, even before you become a client, you can get a 15-minute free consultation with her. The consultation, and you can reach her at 713-520-8188. Now her staff will be answering the phone. They are beloved, awesome, great personalities. They just a mirroring image of Dr. LaTronica. They are awesome, great energy, and they will be helping you to the max. So listen, position yourself and start taking your health as life, and start taking your life as health, because you cannot live without one or the other. And if you live life and you got bad health, your life is not going to be that long. So I need you to understand that we are here to actually help enlighten and also bring the light and light of truth to the basis of everything that's functional, which is making sure that your health is really truly your wealth. So, Dr. LaTronica, I want to thank you for being available today. And thank you for being on the couch today with me to have conversations with the masses. And, anything else you would like to say before we go?
No, I just basically want people to understand that, there's a current that runs through us, and we have the ability to amass anything and everything that we want and we desire. And if you feel like there's something holding you back and you really don't know what it is, just think. It could be mold, it could be a bacteria, it could be a virus, it could be a parasite. Just because you had labs drawn at the doctor and they said everything is normal, don't blame it on aging. Don't blame it on, just you're tired or you're working a lot. Always get checked up. Just check what's a little over $100. It will reveal to you so many things that you couldn't even imagine that you would know about your body and your health. So I just say, when it comes to your life, it's a gift. It's a gift, and you have to treasure it with everything you have. And so I highly recommend and I suggest that you really, really consider the loyalty program, because not only do we tell you what's going on with your body, we customize the program for you, as well as make recommendations on the things that you need to stay well while you're on your journey.
This is amazing. You cannot pay enough for this. So listen, everybody, love life and live love. You only have one life, and your life is your health, and your health is your life. So listen, you guys have a great day, great week, and we look to talk to you soon. Hang out with me real quick after the outro, Dr. LaTronica. Listen, y'all be cool. Love everyone.